Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Samm Bamm. Today I want to work on my granny style tote bag. I have this cotton here. It is the color Brights, I believe. No, it is pink, green, and purple. I love this cotton. Each skein is about 153 yards. So, should get me to the regular size bag. And I'm excited to see how it will work up. I don't know how long it takes me, so I also want to time myself as I make it. I just want a refresher. Oh, this one gave me a yarn, baby. That's okay. So, I'm gonna go look at the pattern and get rolling. Okay. Excuse how I look. And TV's on, toddler, being a toddler.
Wait, Mom.
1 second, honey.
Hey.
Alright, we have made it to roughly 3 hours. Hello, this morning we decided to go take a walk. That was very fun. This was the progress I made last night. This is 4 hours of work. Now it's nap time. I'm gonna get some more progress done. And I got my little helper. So I will be back with my next update. Alright, another hour done. I'm about to attach my third ball of yarn. I have maybe one more row before I get into the straps and whatnot. So hopefully I don't have to dig into my fourth ball, and I'll have an extra fourth ball. That would be awesome. I am hoping that I still have a whole other, the fourth ball of yarn. I'm hoping the fourth ball of yarn I don't have to dig into, and I can test a new pattern with it. I'm curious to see exactly how much yarn goes into this other pattern I'm testing. And so I wanted to use it for the base of it and then use like a complementary color as my solids, which might have to be blue because I don't really have a hot pink. Hi, kitty kitty. Okay, this is the next morning. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I still have my ends to weave in, which is two, the beginning and the end. But she is done. I don't have a whole lot to put in here, but let's see. I can throw my Kindle in here and this bag. Okay, well, we'll attempt. And then I said I wanted to start making more of these over the shoulder or crossbody bags with the drawstring. My child is awake right now. This one was made solely out of scraps. So anything that was blue, white, gray, green, scraps. And last night I began another one. Didn't make it very far. I only spent maybe 20 minutes on this. So, curious to see how far this will go. Okay, so I'm gonna just go and grab what I know needs their ends weaved in of my my dump pile here. This I cannot finish because I'm writing a pattern with this one. But this one and this Mr. Hop, he lost his eyeball. He's named him Hop. All of these hats, there's quite a bit of hats here. or just
C.
B? Bucket hat for my 2-year-old that loves hats. Okay, so the pile I grabbed, I got all the ends weaved in, and then I remembered I need to sew buttons onto this. I also need to block it. That bandana I also need to block. And then I remembered on the mannequin over here, I got some bags that need buttons on there, and there's definitely one that needs ends weaved in. So I guess I'm gonna grab some buttons and weave in some more ends.
Go, Daddy.
Yeah, go daddy.
Go.
So
Go, Daddy.
I've got, just as I thought I was done, I've got some more to do. That took me so much longer to weave in all of my ends and then buttons. My son's down for his nap. I just want to take it a little easy for the short nap I have. Just a quick run through toddler's little hat. Done. A bandana, a blooming blossoms. I need to block it now. So I'll do that later tonight. We got the bag I made earlier. Done! Yay! Love that. We got ends weaved in on this bag and a button sewed on. This had all of this is a backpack version. I needed to just sew on a button. Finally finished up all of these chunky beanies. I like these as a mindless project. We've got 2 in this gray. Oh my god, it's so incredibly warm and squishy. I want an outfit made out of this and just wear it. Today, it's an extremely cold spring this year. I don't know what it is about it, but it's 50 degrees and it's getting 30 degrees at night and it's been chilly. There's this one. This one was fun. I didn't know it would be so pink, but if you can see down in the brim, I paired it with a sparkly yarn or thread, but it doesn't go all the way up. It's just in the brim. It was my leftovers of this sparkly, and I just thought it'd be fun. And this just says it makes me think Barbie. Barbie, Barbie, Barbie. This is the same as the edges of my sweater. But again, like, look at that stretch. It's so squishy. Like, look at how it's warm. It's a warm hat. And then this one is more of a school cap. He did not have enough to make a brim. So, or it's a kid's, because and this one was super fun. I took the same yarn and just, it worked up super fun. I was hoping like the blues and the greens would be a little bit more scattered, but they somehow lined up in the same spots. But I think it still turned out amazing. And lastly, my very first knit cardigan, which I still have never finished a knit sweater, so I decided let's cast on a cardigan. I got all the ends weaved in today and the buttons sewed on. I do want to block it, but we have buttons. We have no more ends to weave in. This was the step-by-step cardigan. I did change up how this border was done. So there is that. I don't know if I'll love it. I was kind of hoping that it would lay more flat once it's blocked or whatever. But here she is. This is a Karen cake in Books Club. I really wanted the anniversary cake book club. Couldn't find it, but I did find the slice of anniversary cake in book club, and I immediately was like, I need to bring this home because I wanted it. And I wanted like a scrappy sweater I could just sit and read in. And I think that's this perfectly. All right, it's time later. I getting ready to wind down. I got my water. I got my Kindle. I'm about halfway through One Dark Window now, and I'm even more intrigued. So I feel like I'm probably gonna be one of the people that say it was good, but I still have a book and a half to read of this series. So we will see. So as for progress, I made the base of the bag and the little flappy cover, and I am working on the final part of the strap. And from here up was one entire skein of the I Heart This Cotton. So then what I had left over of the tote, I was able to make this, and then I outlined it with the solid blue. I used the solid blue to get me up to my final row count, my little detail single crochet row I did with the remaining scrap of the color, and I literally had just enough to make the drawstring. Like, there is no scrap left of this pink, green, and purple, which I'm pretty sure is blue, and I've paired it with peaches and cream it's called Royal. So, I mean, I guess Royal Blue, Royal Purple, but like, this is blue. Blue. I did leave enough to sew in when I attach this. I don't have to use it anymore. Same with this guy. Like, my starting tail is super long, so I'll use it to sew it on. My cat just came into the room, so he's going to jump up. I broke my tripod earlier today. I am able to just rest it on there. It doesn't hold it, like it doesn't secure it anymore. The secure broke. So it's just resting willy-nilly, flip-flopping around. So before he jumps up on the bed and he's gonna come and knock it down. So I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it's the next day. It's actually the afternoon. This morning we spent running errands and doing things. Last night I was able to finish the base of the bag. I did not have enough to go all the way through, so I finished one skein, got me to here. With the scrap I had left over from the other tote bag, I started with making the little flap, and then I had enough to literally make enough for the drawstring and this single crochet detail. And then I grabbed my solid color that I was going to do for my edging and my strap, and I finished that off here. I'm finished the strap. All I have to do is sew on a button and assemble. This is how much I had left over. That was pretty good. Pretty good. So, guess I will get to it. Hello, it's later. I finished the bag, which is in the other room. In the morning, I have to run errands, but once I'm home and settled and the kids asleep, I show everything that I promised I've been showing. In the meantime, I want a mindless project. I was looking through my yarn, and nearly all of it has plans. So that's found this, and I don't have any plans for it. This just fell off. But I want to make like a loose, airy t-shirt, kind of like a loose knit. My kitty is up here shaking things around. He says, "Mom, it is bedtime snuggle time." So I'm gonna cast this on. This is Silky Soft Rayon from Bamboo, Loops and Threads. It's less than 240 yards. Probably will have to go buy another one. I don't know how to judge yarn quantities with knitting, and it's even worse when it's not worst weight, because this is a weight 3, a DK. So it calls for 4mm needles, and I'm going to be using 6, so that will give it super airy breathing. Hoping it'll look good. And I believe that's the color mauve. Yeah, it's mauve. But it's got this pretty, I don't know if this lighting will like do it justice, but it's got a pretty sheen to it. So there's a little bit. Oh, there's. On that note, my snuggle kitty wants to snuggle. So hopefully tomorrow I can do a better job wrapping this up. Hi, so it's the next day. I wanted to show you how the bag looks when like you're wearing it. I think I might have to change my angle here. See, it's a little drawstring. Pull it, and you button it, and there you have it. I think they're cute, and they're pretty spacious. So little wooden button. This was the scrap one. I used entirely scraps to make this one. So like that's a decent size. There's another one. This is an over-the-shoulder version in pinks, purples, and tans. Very pastel. All over the shoulder. So this one's got a shorter strap to it. And this was like an ombre blue. I really like this one. I really enjoy the over the shoulder. That's how they feel more secure. For me, this just feels like it's gonna slide right off. So I am definitely more of an over the shoulder or crossbody, but I really like them. I think they're cute. Really quick, this is another one I'm making. This is the one I'm using as the base of my pattern. So there's just a few more steps to write. Now, I don't remember how much I showed of the backpack version, but the base square is a little bit bigger, and then we work it up. This one, I really like the wood buttons. And the little straps are adjustable too, so there's a little tie to make them adjustable. You know, the little like drawstring backpack. And this I made with a scrap yarn, where I was trying to make sure I had enough to make it, and like I just barely scraped by having enough scrap yarn, cotton to make this, because this was before I really stocked back up on scrap yarn. Oh my gosh, I want to make more of these really badly. Here is the tote we made at the beginning of the video. She's cute. You can throw some hats in here, give it some depth. A couple more hats. I think I got 7 or 8 hats in here, and they're pretty big hats. This was just the regular size. See, and the bottom looks a little bit more. She's kind of lumpy, but yes. I'm gonna quick show you my cardigan, which I have not blocked yet, but try on before the block. Okay, so here she is, all of her glory. I'm just gonna move this over here. The ribbing is a little tight, but I was didn't really anticipate wearing this out in public. This was more like I'm feeling cozy at home. This is a little loose. Granted, I was using chunky yarn and the pattern calls for just a worsted weight or a DK, I'm not sure. So I was really playing with my gauge. I figured out what I don't really know if it was the right math, but I figured out what a 4x4 square would be, and I essentially followed the second to smallest size stitching instead of what I would have worn, which would have been much bigger for stitches. I don't know if that was the correct way to do it, but here I am. Like I said, I haven't blocked it, so maybe I'll have a little bit more relaxed fit. I'm really hoping that the blocking will fix this. And I had changed this part of the pattern because I couldn't quite get how to do it. I believe the pattern goes this way and I did this way. So that was pretty much just minor things I changed. Obviously, using a much thicker yarn. I love the colors though. And for it to look like a little scrappy project. This is what I cast on last night. And I cast this onto my needles last night. So, I'm looking to make an loose, airy, very loose knit shirt for the summer. I'll probably have to go get more because this is just what I had laying around in my stash. So we'll just casually work on it. That is what I have for this video. I'm going to be stopping here. But I intend to keep doing more of these. So, like and subscribe if you want to see more. And tell me any of your thoughts and if there's anything that really intrigued you. Bye.